a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, D's. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out Yaya, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean a banging. Have my hand out, let me hang it. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
Sometimes you gotta lose yourself to find yourself again. Welcome back, Marlena. Yeah!
One for the money and one for the homies. I move with respect, I don't need nothing on me. The Father may wait for me, feel just like Bronny. I got my little belly, my blessings, they on me. They rain, yeah, you see how I'm coming. Come on! It sound like we drumming. I reach on my goals like my nephew be dope. Back on the rims, riding on rims. Came in all black to that, I came back to my to that ripping no Cadillac. Feel like a Cadillac, nothing but class. It's never been average, never been on. Averix on me, I'm tougher than homie Javante. The fight is my mantra, I want it, I will. Get you a wheel, they carry it. We fighting a little, my is all. I'm back in my bag, on God. My bag on God. Back in my duffel, don't fear no opponent. You know I'm gon' hustle like rubber band on it. Counting my blessings, I'm laughing like Jonah. You don't wish me well, I guess you don't know me. Got all these like Malcolm and Sadie. That's word to my mama, tatted on my body. My left arm, they ain't left arm, they still doing harm. Bodies.
The unmistakable New York skyline to the east. And we are across the river on the Jersey side at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Who will represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl? We're about to find out as off we go in the NFC title game. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing to begin, it's Wilson. And caught, Trey Palmer. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
And he'll take this ahead to the 43-yard line. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Austin brought in motion. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Running is Mitchell. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. Man in motion, heading left. Here comes the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 10. So not quite first and goal. It's first and 10. They're pretty close. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Austin brought in motion. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep, pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Receiver in motion, headed left. And he is not going to get in. They make the tackle at the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up 4th and goal. On comes Greg Zuerlein to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Giants are out to an early 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one on target, and Polk's got it. And he will dive into the end zone. 75 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Lions move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. That one good for a dozen. A very quick first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
That one underneath to Mitchell. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Run it. Touch 50. Touch.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. That's taken in, and he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on fourth down.
Well, you can see the entire sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on fourth down, had they not gotten it, it's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points? These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer, but they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll send him over to the left. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Got it. 14. 95. There.
Out of the gun, here's Russ. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A huge play on 4th down, 36 yards. Austin brought in motion. And he's in. Touchdown, New York. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Naheem Hines. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he's going to wind up losing yardage here, and that will take us to the end of the opening quarter of play. 1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. It's the Giants leading this one early. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Shotgun now for Herbert. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he will dive into the end zone. 78 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. McLaughlin now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Lions are on top. It's 14-10. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. DeForest Buckner brings him down. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Mitchell. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
He was trying to get it to Jalen Pope that time. And it'll be 2nd down.
Go. Captain.
From the gun, it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On the give, it's Mitchell. And he's shedding tackles left and right, winding his way for a gain of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Open man is Palmer. It's complete. 15 yards through the air. That's good for a Giants first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays, throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
Here's 1st and 10.
14.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
We've now seen this quarterback show that he can beat you from both inside and now outside of the pocket. The ability to use his legs to flush out and buy time for his receivers. They uncover downfield, leads to a big pickup.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6.
12.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Lions' 6-yard line.
Austin brought in motion. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Go, 14.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Here's Hines now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Herbert now on 1st down. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return with more of the NFC Championship game after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Now, Herbert. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. And that'll set up 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
They do go for it. It's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Levi Wallace. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Now Zuerlein for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Hines now to return. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll bring this up to the 22. It is Ryan Neal there to bring him down. Here's a 2nd and 9. To throw is Herbert. Now a shot here, deep middle. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And he's going to be out of bounds, but quite a turn of events here. He has set up the offense with 1st and goal.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on hit.
To the goal line and in. Trey Palmer. Touchdown, Giants. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Here's Hines now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And this will be a Lions first down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
Up until that run, this first half, it's kind of been tough sledding here for this run game. They'd love to see him get going. That last big pickup's going to go a long way.
That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
And you see the rookie tight end, Brock Bowers, pick up the first down. Mike, of all the tight ends that I've watched in college over the last, call it 10 years or so, I'm not sure if I've seen a more dynamic, ready for the NFL tight end than Brock Bowers. I mean, two-time Mackey Award winner, 700-plus yards each of the last 3 seasons. He can get downfield. He can make tough catches. He can run with the ball after the catch. I mean, there's not a lot this guy can't do, and I think he's got a shot to be that next big-time, young, breakout rookie tight end. This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Herbert. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field, so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing again, Herbert. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Mitchell. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
Giants 27, Lions 17.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the 2nd half. Both of these teams hoping to be the ones to lift the George Halas Trophy. Quarter number 3 of the NFC title game underway. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's taken in by Thomas. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. Tough to bring down, and somehow he manages to get 4 yards out of that. Now Herbert. He's got his big tight end. Brock Bowers. Touchdown, Detroit. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. He gets it to go, and the Lions are back within a field goal. The lead is 3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're going to stop him in his tracks right at the 15-yard line. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. He finds Austin with the grab. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Now Russ. He's going to get it to Okonkwo. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. On the handoff, it's Mitchell heading right. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Byron Murphy, the rookie, there on the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Wilson. He'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Third and 2. Now Wilson. Open man is Hamler. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Go, 14. Cut.
Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Start.
A give up the middle for Mitchell. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. Wilson lines up in the pistol. He's got his tight end. That's a Conquo. And the Giants are going to have first and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10. Austin brought in motion. And that is not going to work out as planned. Maybe a tough spot to try to run a play like that. Either way, it's blown up back behind the line of scrimmage.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. Crushed. It's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
And up until this point, this has been an incredibly efficient game from this quarterback. I mean, it's hard to think. Here we are in the second half, and that's only his 2nd incomplete pass. So finally, the defense is able to do something to disrupt his timing and finally try to get him out of this groove.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Throwing again. Wilson. That's hauled in at the 2.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown. So they're going to go for it here on 4th and goal.
Block that. Alert, 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 alert.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. Wow, the decision to go pays off. Touchdown, New York. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Hines now to return. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Shotgun now for Herbert. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line. 1 quarter remains in the NFC Championship game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That's a short one, caught by Bowers. So a good chunk of yardage there, but still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Go. Hey, ram.
They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. But he'll gather it back in.
These are the opportunities that just kill defensive coordinators. You got the ball loose. You did everything you want. But now you got to recover it. You need better pursuit to the ball, more bodies around the ball carrier. Because when that ball pops out, you've got to be on it. These opportunities don't come around often, and when they do, you got to seize the moment.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8.
Alert!
Another run here with Mitchell. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down. This would go a long way to sealing this one. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. He's got nowhere to go. The defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage there. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped for no gain.
14, run it.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. To throw is Herbert. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This hasn't been his best game by any means, but what I really like, Mike, is regardless of the score, regardless of the time of the game, he is out there battling. He's doing everything in his power to chip away and see if he can get his team back in this game here in the 4th quarter. They've got to find a way to capitalize in this drive. Continue to cut into that deficit. Every possession is critical. Take advantage when you have the ball. This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he'll be taken down.
Go.
It's another big play in a game that's had its share. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. An even 40 yards. Here is 1st and goal.
Go forward. Set. Let's go.
Now Herbert again. And he'll take it on in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Lions. McLaughlin now for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A shotgun snap, and they give it to Mitchell. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. And now at 1:52, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. A tight end in motion now. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On 2nd down, a run with Mitchell. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Giants. Now Detroit's going to use their 2nd timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. A give to Mitchell. There he goes again. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, New York.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Extra point try now for Zerline. The kick is good. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Hines now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Catch made right side by Thomas. Wow, a pretty good comeback to say the least. Not enough for a first down, but a really solid pickup. And it brings us to 4th down. Here we go. One final play. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put